Okay, so you see, this is my amazing tennis double, who I am next to, and as you can see, she's working with a ball, and I am next to her without a ball. See, you see? There you go. See, look how great I look without a ball.
Yeah, but look at you in that choreography. But it's basically choreography.
Exactly.
Challengers has become one of those films that really broke Zendaya out of her high school shell and into a more serious role that suits her more for her age.
Check 2 is back to Patrick, right? Start.
Today we wanted to take you behind the scenes of this film and show you what it took from the tennis lessons to being comfortable during the steamy scenes.
People see our side, but they don't realize that the other side is like a crew of people.
Yeah.
Like, we're not alone in that room.
Like 100 people
there's a
watching
camera like coming in like this.
And that's like with everything, you know what I mean? Like, I mean that we're talking specifically. We're talking specifically about this like sensual scene, but that's like acting in general, you know.
But before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question: Josh O'Connor stars in the project as Patrick, but what was his first television appearance back in 2012? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
Miss Tashi Duncan. This is like the beginning of what's supposed to be a really great life, but you know. Shit happens. Riveting footage.
Is this what you're into?
Confident about that?
Zendaya has talked a lot about her character Tashi and just how different she is from almost every role she has played.
And it also made me very nervous as something to tackle because of I think how complicated these characters are. I think because of also, you know, I couldn't define what kind of movie it was. Like, it was funny.
For Tashi, there is no other thing to fall back on, she says. Her parents can't afford what the boys can. There's not that luxury of just not knowing you're going to be alright either way. Also, she's never given herself a moment to grieve the effects the injury she has had on her life.
The overhead shots, the underneath shots, the behind shots. It's very physically demanding, but to see the work that Mike, Josh, and Z put in to make it the best possible tennis, let's go! That's what I get excited about.
She praised the intimacy coordinator for keeping a safe environment on set. I spoke with my colleagues so that we could find a way to feel at ease. We played tennis together, we went out together, we rehearsed together, she continued. We got to bond and feel good with each other.
I kept flipping. I was like, no, he did it. No, she did it.
How often does this happen? Going after the same girl?
Challengers was fun to make, and also just getting to work with these guys.
The three of us just had such a blast. There was a lot of playfulness on set.
This is a fun movie because it's got a bit of everything.
Got a little bit of everything.
Let's go!
Zendaya puts her acting skills to the test and plays Duncan in two very different phases and ages of life. She plays a girl and a woman who is powerful, strong, but also incredibly fragile and broken, and just unapologetically herself.
He's not in love with you.
What makes you think I want someone to be in love with me?
It's Codependency, the movie.
Yeah.
They all lean on each other in the most unhealthy ways.
The three of them egg each other on the whole way through. Like, you know, it's like,
I want you to be my coach.
Tennis is in many ways just a metaphor for their relationship with each other.
It's nice to see you lit up about something.
Zendaya has also spoken about bouncing off ideas with Luca at the time.
The script changed many times, especially once like Luca came on board and we were all in this room kind of throwing ideas and thoughts at each other, and he was so wonderful at adapting and growing and learning and being open to change in that way. And from Luca, there's the confidence in your vision and knowing what you want and knowing what you're trying to create.
One of the reasons Josh O'Connor has said that he had joined the project was because it was very different than all of his other roles he had been in, as he was mostly in indie projects.
We first worked with Luca on Bones and All. When that film wrapped, he mentioned Challengers.
The way he described Challengers was on a one-sentence email. Do you want to do my next film? It's gonna be super sexy.
Come here.
2 X's.
Of course, the cast had to actually play tennis and learn it over time, and one of the things that Josh revealed was that he had created a playlist to get into the gist of things that was appropriate for sports, so to speak.
It came from like this playlist of, and I'll have a playlist for most projects, but it was a playlist for challenges.
Right.
That was full of like appropriately motivational music for sport. And that kind of ended up merging into my London marathon playlist.
But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page, linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow.
Challengers had two elements that were very powerful in terms of sound. One was the erotic, crunchy pulse of tennis, the racket swinging, the ball hitting, bones crushing, and on the other hand, the pulse and energy of the score.
Another piece of information that possibly not a lot of people know or would recognize, considering Zendaya has so many different style choices as she is a model as well, the hair she had was actually a wig.
This one, oh, you guys see my, I don't know how to show you. This one.
How are you getting your leg like that?
It was from the scene where I fall onto the tennis court, and tennis courts hurt.
Oh.
It's like and I was like, oh, why is my sock bloody? Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I'll just scrape some of the skin off and made a nice little scar, so I'll always remember challengers.
Going into more of the tennis training for the film, even though Zendaya is very known for what she does and putting her all into it, some things can be more challenging than others. And even though it appears that she is actually playing tennis in the film, she has revealed that they actually put the ball in later with special effects.
For a long time, I was really beating myself up about it, because one day you feel like you've got something. You're like, okay, I got it. Like, I'm finally hitting it, not just off into trees that's going over the net, right? And I'm getting fed the ball, and I was like, okay, I got this. And then the next day you come in and you don't got it. As soon as the ball is flying at you at whatever miles per hour, my form is gone. I don't look graceful anymore. I'm just either running away from it or I'm trying to hit it.
You looked incredible in this film, so that was a good decision.
She has shown an example of what this looks like working with a stunt double so Zendaya can mirror her movements to make it look as realistic as possible.
Zendaya is a very vibrant performer and also a wonderful producer. To collaborate with her has been amazing.
I loved making this film.
Let's go!
It's a roller coaster, and you feel that.
It's like an adrenaline rush from beginning to end.
It's such a visually impressive theatrical experience.
Aside from Zendaya, Mike Faist stepped in and also revealed that it was challenging for him to learn tennis as well.
It did not come easily. There's a lot of work, a lot of training, and you know, that's just part of the job. It's one of the things that excite me as an actor is the ability to dive all the way in and immerse yourself in the world.
Although this story is not based on a true story, the writer revealed that it was inspired by a high-profile tennis match that he had seen.
At the beginning of the film, Patrick and Art both fall in love with Tashi.
How often does this happen? Going after the same girl?
Not as often as you think. Patrick tries to woo Tashi, and Art tries to woo Tashi.
Come here.
Which one of us?
At one point, Josh was asked why he thought he was chosen for the role, revealing that Zendaya wanted him for the role.
Just he was brilliant actor. Like, and I don't know if it's not that I didn't know him personally, so I couldn't be like, oh, this guy's an arrogant asshole, you know, he would be great. No, I had seen his work and I thought that he was so talented and I wanted to work with him anyway.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, even though O'Connor is more so known for Charles, the Prince of Wales and The Crown, his first television appearance was in Lewis as Charlie Stephenson.
I have noticed that with me specifically. I feel like other actors don't. If it was somebody else here, you probably wouldn't be asked that question. But yeah, I mean, it is a part of my job. And it is a completely normal part of the job, despite, I think, maybe other people's perception of our job. But yeah, it is odd.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What do you think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite? And what are your hopes for this film?
Our director, Luca, had a clear vision for what this film could be.
Luca, he's constantly thinking about these frictions between what would otherwise be very close friends and lovers.
Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
How many times was the slap filmed?
2?
I did the what?
The slap.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You didn't hear that?
No, I suddenly was like...